Hi kids, it's time for Superkids again. Let's get started. We are going to start with some words. We are going to add the CK sound at the end instead of the consonant that is twice at the end. So let's get started. Dull. Now instead of 2 L's, you're going to put CK, which makes the K sound. Ready? K. So dull and duck. Next one. Pill. P-I-O. Pill. And then put CK at the end and you do P-I-K. Pick. Pill. Pick. Right here. K-I-S. Kiss. Now you put CK at the end. Right. Kick. Now we're down here. Loss. And you do it. Perfect. Lock. Next one. Stiff. Stiff. And I wrote the right one next to it. Stick. So those were some words for that. And next is dictation. You'll need a paper like this. You will probably start with a new one this week. And please put your name at the top, and then you'll be ready to go. Whenever you're ready, you can continue with the video. First word is quit. Qu-I-T. Quit. What makes the qu sound? Did you say Q-U? That's it. So all of these words will start with that sound, with qu. So they will all start with Q-U. That is a big hint for you today. That was the first word, quit. Second word is quilt. Qu-I-O-T. Quilt. That is a nice warm blanket. Next, quick. Qu-I-K. Quick. Quick is fast. And the next one, quack. Qu-A-K. Quack. Did you notice that the last two words ended with the K sound? They both need the CK together at the end. When you are all done with that, then you are ready for the vocabulary for the story. We've been reading The Glum Princess, and we are ready for the end. We're on Act 3 today. And these are some words that are in Act 3. The first 3 words are sight words. So let's do those together. Ready? Like, to, for. And the next one, let's sound it out. Huff, huff. Next one, puff. Puff and huff. They rhyme. And they remind me of a story. Do they remind you of a story? I bet you were thinking of the 3 little pigs, weren't you? Because the big bad wolf likes to huff and puff, doesn't he? I wonder what gets to huff and puff in this story. We are ready for the next word. K-I-K, kick. Qu-I-K, quick. So those two also rhyme. And now we're ready for the longer words. These words have more than one syllable, and a syllable is a part. The next word has 3 parts, so 3 syllables. Ready? D-A-F, daff, A-D-I-O, daffodil. So, daffodil. A daffodil is a flower, and you might have some in your yard right now. They are yellow, and they have beautiful petals coming out along the side. And then in the middle, coming straight out, is a little tube that's yellow also. They are so pretty. If you go for a walk today, maybe you can find one, if there's not one in your yard. And we'll have to see if they really mean a flower daffodil or something else. Next one, D-R-A-G, drag, on, drag on. So do we say drag on or do we say dragon? You're right, we say dragon. So sometimes the last sound in a word is just kind of the sound. So now we are ready to read The Glum Princess. Parents, you need to have the parent portal open and be ready for The Glum Princess. Right over here, you should be looking right in here. There are a lot of things still listed in here. You are not doing them all today. They are still open because I have not received homework from everybody yet. So right here is where you want to click, where it says The Glum Princess, Act 3, Play Narration with Commentary, Student Book, page 17 to 20. Please click that and it'll open up. I just clicked something else. Not a good idea. I'm not sure what I clicked. But anyway, you need to click that. I will get out of there. And then you will listen to that while your child is reading it in their book. They need to be on page 17 and ready to go. So when you're done with that, come back by me and we'll answer some questions. Let's look at Act 3. On the top is the Dragon Keeper, and the dragon, who's the dragon? You're right, Golly is the dragon. Who's the Dragon Keeper? Yes, Hot Rod is the Dragon Keeper. We are ready now to read. I think we should read the first part together. Ready? Act 3, Daffodil the Dragon. Now we are going to look right here, and who is that? You're right, that is Hot Rod, who is the Dragon Keeper. His name is Alvin. Perfect. And so you are going to read what the Dragon Keeper says, and then I'll ask you a couple questions. Do you remember what this is? This is called a rebus, and a rebus is for words that we aren't able to sound out yet. So that one is for princess. So daffodil is what? You're right, a dragon. It's not a flower. That is so interesting. And so we already talked that he is a dragon. But why is he hooked up to that rock? And he has a lock on there. Oh, why do you think they did that? If you thought they maybe thought he was dangerous, that could be the answer. I think so. Now, I think he is going to have Daffodil be presented to the queen. Part of the pet contest. What else was in the pet contest? Do you remember? You're right. A cricket, a kangaroo, and twin pigs. Did she like any of those? You're right, she did not. So we are going on to the next page. So turn to page 18 next. And look, they're at the castle. Does it look like the king and the queen like the dragon? They look a little worried, I think. Let's go down here. And the dragon talks at the end. We'll read that together. I'll read the first 2 lines, and you read the next 2 lines, okay? Ready? And you can read with me if you want to. Sit still, Daffodil. A dragon must not act up at the castle. Now you can read. So what's it mean when it says act up? If you thought it was being wild or kind of crazy, or doing something naughty, you're right. That's what acting up is. And why shouldn't he huff and puff? That sounds like what a dragon does. You're right. It could burn down the castle. That would be horrible. So now we are ready for page 19. Make sure you're on page 19. Ooh, a lot more people are talking on this page. Let's see who wants to read first. I think we should let the question asker read first. You guys can be the question asker, I'll be the queen, and you guys can be the king, and then let's all be the princess. Ready? You're first. A dragon is a bad pet. Let's read the last part together. No! Stop! Did you notice that when I said no, stop, I was loud? Because there's an exclamation mark there. That means we need to talk a little bit louder and a little bit more excited. Okay, why do you think the queen says the dragon is a bad pet? You're right. I think she thinks that it is dangerous to have a dragon. Or might hurt the castle. Now, why do you think the princess stops the king from getting rid of the dragon? What? You think she likes the dragon? Why would she like a dragon? The dragon sounds kind of scary to me. What do you think? You think it'd be fun to have a dragon? Maybe. Let's turn the page and get on to the last page. Ready? We're on page 20. Everybody on page 20. And then, they all look so happy in the picture. Let's find out what happens. You can read the princess part, and I will read the question asker part. Ready? The dragon wins at last. The princess grins. Do you remember that grins means smiles? Yeah, she looks happy. They're all hugging. It's all a happy day. Now, when I was reading on page 19 that the princess didn't want the king to get rid of the dragon, I thought, I wonder if she's going to pick the dragon as a pet. Now, did you think that too? Because if you did, we got to check and find out on this page, and we were right. She did pick the dragon for a pet. So is the princess happy now? You're right, she is. Why do you think she is? Ah, yes, because she has a pet she likes. And are the king and queen happy too? How can you tell? Ah, yes, their faces are happy. And why are they happy? Because the princess isn't sad anymore. Perfect. Let's review a little bit more of the story. If you need to look back in the story someplace else to find the answer, you can do that. What was the problem at the beginning of the play? Ooh, you're right. She was unhappy and glum. How did the king try to solve the problem? Yes, the pet contest was it. How was the problem finally solved? Yes, she picked the dragon. Now, why do you think the princess chose the dragon for her pet? And what do you think she'll do with him? You can just tell your parents that, and I'll go on to the next question. Why do you think Daffodil is a dangerous dragon? Or do you think it's a dangerous dragon? Why or why not? I'm sure you guys all had great answers for those last two. We're going to go on and talk just for a minute about expression. So when there's an exclamation mark at the end, we need to say things a little more excitedly. And if there's a question mark, your voice goes up a little bit at the end. So let's say I pick Daffodil for a pet with a little more excitement. Ready? I pick Daffodil for a pet. Try it one more time. I pick Daffodil for a pet. So you want to say it how she would say it. so that the story is a little more exciting. If you have time, you can read the whole story to your mom and dad. If you don't have time, you can do it sometime later. And today you have some handwriting to do, and you want to start on a new piece of handwriting paper. And also, you also have worksheet 39, and that is an optional paper to do. Optional means you can do it if you have time, but if you don't have time, you don't have to do it. And what you do for this one is you cut right here, and you cut all those out, and you have to put them in order. What happened first in the story, you glue on here and put that piece of paper there. What happened second, third, and last. So you want to read these through all those first when you do this. So handwriting, and this page is what you have to do, and this page is optional.